So we start off with 6 litres of apple juice. I'm using a 2-gallon container this time. I found with the ingredients it was just easier to make 2 gallons instead of 1. Once the apple juice was in, I added 225 ml of maple syrup and 160 grams of treacle to a jug. And it's we want 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract. Bit of Madagascan vanilla extract. A dash for wisdom, whatever that means. Pour some of this in. Taint that beautiful apple juice. There you go. Most of it has dissolved. Okay, that's pretty much all of it. I mean, there's like the tiniest amount left in there. Give this a good stir. Ooh, okay, yeah, if you want an easier time mixing this, dissolve it in the apple juice first, but I am far too lazy for that. So, the last thing left is the Camden tablets. Okay, we got 2 Camden tablets. I'm not sure why this is done beforehand. I always thought this was like more of a stabilizing thing afterwards, but we'll see how it goes. Moggy, she did it, you know, and at the end she said it was very good. So, it says it prevents oxidation, which I thought is what you wanted in the primary, but I don't know. I'm still very much a beginner at this, so we'll see. So that was 2 tablets. You want 1. God, this stuff smells. Ooh, it's like bleach. I mean, it's not like bleach, but it's strong like bleach, like strong smelling. Okay, yeah, 1 tablet for each gallon, so we got 2 tablets for 2 gallons. There we go. In that goes, and let's just top it off with some more apple juice. Okay, so that's basically 8 litres plus like 800 grams or mils of apple juice in there. Lovely. Let's give it another stir before I put it away. Just really get that Camden tablet mixed in there. And then 1 or 2 days later, you want to open it back up and put in the yeast nutrients and the yeast. Then I went from primary to secondary containers and then left them for another 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. Before bottling, I use the sweetener to get to a higher gravity and then use the caster sugar for carbonation. Please always check the gravity as you go, because then you know if you're on the right track or not. Wow, I must say, this weekly uploading is going well. How long has it been? A month? Well, let's try the sticky toffee cider. Okay, we got a little hiss there, a very small one. I mean, it smells all right. Let's just pour it out and see what it looks like. Wow, that has changed colour quite. Wait, did it change colour? No, it was always quite dark, wasn't it? Oh man, it's been like longer than 2 months now. But it's got some carbonation in there, that's a good sign. Well, there's definitely bubbles in it. I was going to have the Brothers Sticky Toffee Cider here, but I can't seem to find it anymore, so maybe they've stopped making it. I'll put some details up while I drink, because I can't remember any of it. Yeah, the treacle is definitely a strong taste in this. I would, if you're not a big fan of treacle, I would definitely use a very small amount. I would be tempted not to put treacle in at all and just use brown sugar instead. I think that would be an interesting difference. I would say, yeah, it's all round. It's a decent cider, you know, especially coming from not from concentrate, from concentrate, the cheap apple juice, basically. Yeah, coming from that, this is actually pretty good. I would say it's probably more towards a beer kind of a cider. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad in the glass. Let's say this is the second pour, so I don't know if there's any yeast at the bottom. There is a little bit, very small amount, so that will make it a bit cloudier. But I don't know, you tell me. How's that look? Yeah, I mean, finding a recipe and just following that is going to be the best way to start doing this, really. I'm currently making a cider with proper apple juice, like expensive stuff. So, but I have left that going far too long. It was supposed to go for a week and I left it for like 2 months. Yeah, I worked that out and that was 10% cider. So that's going to be some strong stuff. I look forward to tasting that with you. I think that would satisfy most cider enjoyers. I think I would compare it more to Christmas pudding rather than a sticky toffee. You certainly get a good apple flavour at least. I think I strayed from the recipe a little bit, but you know, usually if you go a bit off, it's not going to change too drastically anyway. So, well, let me know if you are going to make this, and then send me some. I think the only thing that could put someone off would be the treacle flavour, because it does add a lot of richness to it that I'm not sure if it needs quite that much. Well, there we go. I don't even know if I said anything, but you know, yeah, definitely worth a try. I'd brew that